Your tech startup company wants to change the world, right? So how exactly do you do this? By utilizing marketing techniques that extend your reach to as many potential users as possible. Change the way you work by embracing these marketing techniques that transform every action into an opportunity for growth. My name is Amanda Rabideau, founder and CEO of Arch Collective. I've served as a fractional CMO for dozens of companies for the last 4 years. Today, I want to talk to you about some cheat codes that I probably shouldn't even be telling you about, but will transform the way you think about marketing for your startup company. With that in mind, let's dive in. First up, check every action against your goals. This might sound obvious, but it's easy to stop seeing the forest for the trees. Posting daily on social media or updating your email campaigns, this may all be fruitless unless you ensure that these activities are aligned to your marketing and your business goals. Take a few seconds to check in every day and make sure you're actually focused on the activities and implementing the changes that are going to actually impact the outcome of your business. Sometimes it gets easy to do the things that we feel the most comfortable doing, but often it's the things that are uncomfortable or that may take a little bit more time or learning or contradict the way that we want things to go. These might be the things that actually add the most value to your business. So it could be easy to massage the subject line when really what you need to be doing is picking up the phone and talking with your clients for voice of client interviews. And sticking with the communication theme, make sure that every communication sends the right message. Number 2 is making sure that all your communication delivers the right message. So how do you ensure that you have consistent messaging and communication across channels? Start by developing a messaging framework. With a structured messaging framework, you can share this across your team to ensure that everyone is singing from the same song sheet, or in this case, the same framework. A quick check that everything from blogs to social media posts to your pitch deck is all in line with the messaging that's documented in your framework will certainly help make sure that you're being consistent in the way you tell your story across channels. Having consistent messaging across channels will build a stronger and better brand and improve your brand recognition because people are used to seeing and hearing the same things about your company. This next one is all about working smarter, not harder. That's by creating social media snippets from your long form content. If you've been out there and you've seen all those influencers that manage to churn out so much content, you probably think to yourself, how in the world are they doing this? Well, they do this by being smart. And your B2B startup company can learn from these D2C or B2C influencers. What you do is you start with your long form piece of content, whether it's a blog or a white paper or even a long video. From that video, from that blog, from that podcast, from that white paper, you can find smaller bite-sized pieces of content that you can share on social media, which often has a shorter attention span, to lure people in to that longer form piece of content. Make it even better by gating that content to capture valuable information and build out your email list or your other contact list so that you can continue to communicate and market to those people that were engaging with that content. If you take away anything from this video, I challenge you, grab a long form piece of content and you can find at least 5 other ways to use that one piece of content. Go ahead. Try it and let me know in the comments if it works for you. So like Taylor Swift, I dropped an Easter egg about this one already in the video. And now I'm going to talk to you about voice of client calls. If you've watched any of my content before, you know that I love me some voice of client calls. And why? Because they are gold. They are literally the best thing that you can do for your startup to ensure that your messaging, your channels, and that your marketing budget is being deployed correctly. So what exactly is a voice of client call? Let me tell you a little bit about it if this concept is new to you. Voice of client calls can become the heart and soul of your tech startup marketing. Basically, it's as simple as setting a time to connect with your clients, organizing a set of questions that allow you to draw out critical and valuable client insights by listening to their answers. That's it. So simple, right? The important thing, and something that can often be missed in this, is the genuine listening and the openness to their feedback. Your clients may tell you things that aren't flattering or that you don't like to hear, but that's just as valuable as them telling you all the wonderful and lovely things that they do for your business as well. So make sure you prepare your questions in advance, allow for plenty of time, and when they're talking, listen as closely as you can. You may find some nuggets that you can use in your messaging. You may learn learn about other potential value that your offering provides, or you may learn about ways that you can enhance your offering to improve your product roadmap. So there's a ton of value from these calls, and I suggest setting up some of these as soon as you can. And if you've never done this before, unfortunately, you're in good company, considering that about 40% of businesses fail to gather feedback from their clients and their customers. This is one marketing habit that's well worth developing. And finally, the last one, check in with your marketing experts. Whether you have a full-time marketing team, you work with contractors, or you have a fractional CMO, or you have some combination of all of this, make sure that you keep an open dialogue with all of them. Be prepared to take some constructive criticism and to pivot in order to adapt to changing markets and trends. The final word, getting your marketing plan and your messaging in order is a lot easier when you have experienced professionals to work with. Arch Collective would love to help your startup company. Book a 15-minute introductory call with one of our experts, and we'll learn more about your business and talk you through the different ways that we can help support your growth goals. And if you like this type of content, as always, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.